It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Garrison. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Give to the back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
To the air, it's Berry. Fires to the tight end. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes a connection. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Knowles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Ryan. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Might be looking to run. On the move, he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. There's the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Got room at the 35. There he goes. The 30. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot, now dealing with a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Garrison. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the edge on the right. Got a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. Oh, it's a fumble. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Open space at the 25. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Going right to work up top. Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the left. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run to the left. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
They booted away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. He was trying to keep that play alive, getting out and escaping to the left, just hoping something good would happen.
And just buying time, right? Trying to give your receiver time to get open. He couldn't get open. He couldn't find an avenue to get him the football, but at least he bought some time and gave himself a chance. Just couldn't capitalize on it.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Roy. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And the Knowles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Seminoles with the first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Here's the handoff. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Berry. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
One more snap coming before halftime. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Back to throw, it's Roy. Big guy smells it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. There he goes. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Noles! They take the lead with the 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got a man. It's Williams. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Roy. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the left side. breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to throw, it's Roy. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garrison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up third down.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Try to get it to the edge. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no! No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just 2 over Army. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Wiley. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll run play action. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throwing right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
To the air on second down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up 4th down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.